Hello students, so today we will be starting with a new topic. The new topic name is distribution of oceans and continents. This chapter is present in the class 11 book of geography. So today we will be starting with this chapter. Here we will be understanding about continental drift. That what do you understand by the continental drift? You see, in this chapter, this topic is one of the most important topic, and today we will be understanding about the continental drift. You see, with the help of the continental drift only, we will be understanding that how the continents were far apart and how they were being divided. Before, all the continents were together. It was a one landmass, but after that landmass, due to the natural processes or due to the earthquake as well or any kind of natural disaster, those that landmass was divided into other continents, and some were divided into islands as well. Now, what is the reason how it became in that? You see, Alfred Wegener, very important. Here we will be understanding about Alfred Wegener. So first of all, if I talk about Alfred Wegener, Wegener was a German meteorologist. Alfred Wegener was a German meteorologist who put forth a comprehensive argument in the form of continental drift theory in 1912. So Alfred Wegener has found out the continental drift theory in the year 1912. This was regarding the distribution of the oceans and the continents. According to Wegener, all the continents formed a single continental mass, a mega ocean surrounded by the sea. The supercontinent was named Pangaea, which meant all earth. Now, according to Wegener, you see, according to him, before all the continents was a single landmass. That single landmass was known as the Pangaea. That single landmass was known as the Pangaea. You see, there was only one landmass, and that landmass was surrounded by seas and ocean. It was all surrounded by seas, but slowly, due to natural processes, the Pangaea, the landmass, which was named as Pangaea, was divided into different continents and oceans. Also, the mega ocean was called Panthalassa, meaning all water. He argued that around 200 million years ago, the supercontinent Pangaea began to split. Now the mega ocean here, you see the whole landmass. The whole landmass was known as Pangaea, and the ocean. The ocean was surrounded all over. It was known as Panthalassa. So they had their own name. You see, it was 200 million years ago. During that time only, the whole landmass was divided into continents. Now, Pangaea first broke into two large continental masses. Very important. It was divided into two large continental masses such as Laurasia and Gondwana land, forming the northern and southern components respectively. Subsequently, Laurasia and Gondwana land continued to break into various smaller continents that exist today. Now, if I talk about Pangaea, Pangaea was divided into two parts. It was first divided into two parts. First is the Laurasia and the Gondwana land. You see, the northern part is known as the Laurasia. The northern part is known as the Laurasia, and the southern part is known as the Gondwana land. So they two broke. The Pangaea landmass was broke into Laurasia and Gondwana land. Afterwards only they were divided into continents. So it was 200 million years ago, and now from there only smaller continents were being formed. I hope you have understood this one. So as we have come into this page, so our academy is opening new courses for commerce and arts students. And if you want to know details regarding our academy, then you can join the official WhatsApp group. From the official WhatsApp group, you will be knowing the daily class updates, important announcements, course details and notification, exam alerts and study material. To join the official WhatsApp group, you have to join the link. You have to click on the link on the description section. On the description section itself only you will be getting the link, and you will be joining the official WhatsApp group. And if you want to know more courses regarding our academy, then you can contact us in this number 863839171. Now here, evidence in support of the continental drift. It is evidence, okay? Evidence in support of continental drift. Here we will be understanding about the evidence in support of the continental drift. Now you see the matching of continents. The shoreline of Africa and South America facing each other have a remarkable and unmistakable match. It may be noted that a map produced using a computer program to find out the best fit of the Atlantic margin presented by Bullard in 1964. Now, what was the evidence of the continental drift? How all the scientists or how all the meteorologists came to know regarding the continental drift? First of all, if you see the South America and North America, the parts of South America and Africa, North America also can be included. The parts of South America and Africa are quite matching to each other. The shoreline, you can say the shoreline or the sideline or the coastal line has a matching characteristic between the South America and the Africa. From there also, most of the matching things were being found out. Most of the matching things were being found out by the computer program. With the help of the computer program, only the best fit was found between the South America and the Africa, first of all, and it was being found out by Bullard in 1964. By Bullard in 1964 only it was being found out. It proved to be quite perfect. The match was tried at 1000 fathom line instead of the perfect shoreline. You see the perfect shoreline. The perfect shoreline was between the South America and the Africa. From the shoreline itself only it has been noticed that there was some kind of match between the two continents. Also, rocks of the same age across the ocean. Now, the radiometric dating methods developed in the recent period have facilitated correlating the rock formation from different continents across the vast ocean. Now, the radiometric dating methods. Here comes the radiometric dating methods that was developed in the recent period have facilitating the correlating of the rock formation. Now, around the continents, there are rock formation. There are rock formation from different continents. They have the same characteristic. They have the same characteristic. First of all, across the vast ocean, they have the same characteristic. The belt of the ancient rock of 2000 million years from Brazil coast matches with those from Western Africa. The earliest marine deposits along the coastline of South America and Africa are of the Jurassic age. So you see here are the earliest marine deposits. The earliest marine deposits along the coastline of South America and Africa are of the Jurassic age. You see from the continental drift itself, when continental drift was first noticed, so some of the shorelines, some of the rock evidence was being discovered, and they used to belong from the Jurassic age. The Jurassic age is the dinosaur age. From those Jurassic age also some of the rocks were being discovered, which means those rocks belong from the Jurassic age. You see here, if I talk about this radio dating methods, with the help of the radio dating methods only, the ages of the rocks were being discovered. The ages of the rocks were being discovered and how the rocks were being formed. First of all, and second of all, the different continents, how the different continents were being facilitated across the ocean. This were also being discovered by the radiometric dating methods. So here you can see the rocks of same age across the ocean. You see from there only some of the rocks were being discovered across the continents, which means they have the same characteristics. Here, Tilite. So Tilite, it is a sedimentary rock formed out of deposit of glaciers. Here we will be understanding about Tilite. Now, if I talk about the Tilite, it is the name of one of the rock. You see, this is a glacial rock. Glacial rock with rock means which is covered with snow. So those icy rocks are known as the glaciers. So it is a glacial rock first of all, and second of all, the Gondwana system and the sediments from India is known to have its counterparts in 6 different land masses of the southern hemisphere. At the base, the system has thick tilite indicating extensive and prolonged glaciation. So here you see. Here we will be understanding about the Gondwana land. The southern part is known as the Gondwana land, which means some of the characteristics from the Gondwana land is actually matching with that parts of India, which means the glacial rock formation. The glacial rock formation which we are being discovered, they have the same characteristics on the Gondwana land, the southern part as well as the northern part of India, or you can say the whole part of India, first of all. And second of all, some of the land masses of the southern hemisphere at the base of have the thick tilite indicating extensive and prolonged glaciation. You see here, if I talk about tilite, this is the glacial formation. So here some of the glacial formation are seen across India as well as in the southern hemisphere. Counterparts of this succession are found in Africa, Falkland Island, Madagascar, Antarctica, and Australia besides India. Overall resemblance of the Gondwana type sediments clearly demonstrate that these landmasses had remarkable similar histories, such as drifting of continents. Now, here, overall resemblance of the Gondwana type sediments clearly demonstrates that these landmasses had remarkable similar histories as of drifting of the continents. Now, very important, there are similar resemblances. There are resemblances of the Gondwana type first of all, and it demonstrates different landmasses, which means across the 6 continents, there are some of the landmasses which are actually alike, and also signifies the history of the country. Now here, placer deposits. The occurrence of rich placer deposits of gold in the Ghana coast and the absolute absence of source rock in the region is an amazing fact. The gold-bearing vents are in Brazil, and it is obvious that the gold deposits of Ghana are derived from the Brazil plateau when 2 continents lay side by side. Now here, very important about the placer deposits. You see, if I talk about placer deposits, these are the source from which the minerals are being found out. Those are known as the source from which the mineral deposits are being found out. These are known as the placer deposits. Placer deposits are considered to be the source deposits. So here you see, if I talk about Ghana, this is one of the example regarding the Ghana coast where there is the gold mine. Where the gold mine are being extracted, the gold is being extracted, it is in the Ghana coast, but there is no source of the gold mine. The source of the gold mine is present in Brazil. You see, if I talk about Ghana is in the continent of Africa. And here, if I talk about Brazil is in South America. You see the continents, both the continents are different. Now, South America is different, the Africa continent is different, but still some of the source deposits of the gold mines are found in Brazil. But here, if I talk about the Ghana coast, here in the Ghana coast, the golds are being extracted. Now, how the gold are being extracted if there is no source deposits? But the source deposits are being found out in the Brazil itself. You see, there is quite a link between the South America and the Africa. So here we can say that with the help of the placer deposits also we can find out the evidence of the continental drift. I hope so this is clear. And now the last one, distribution of fossils. Now how the fossils were being distributed through which we can find out the continental drift. So, when identical species of plants and animals are adapted to live on land or in fresh water are found on either side of the marine barriers, a problem arises regarding accounting for such distribution. Now, there are identical species of plants and animals. You see, in some of the continents, there are identical species of plants and animals which were being found out. Like some of the identical plants and species of animals in Africa were being found out in South America, and some are there in the southern part of India. In this way also, the distribution of resources are being found out. Also, you see, the observation that lemurs occurred in India, Madagascar and Africa led to consider a continuous landmass, Lemuria, linking that the 3 landmasses. Now here, if I talk about Lemuria, Lemuria is a landmass. It is known as a landmass which joins the 3 landmasses. You see, the Lemuria is known to be the very big landmass which joined the 3 landmasses, comes the India, the Madagascar and the Africa. So these 3 landmasses joined together are known as Lemuria. Also, Mesosaurus was a small reptile adapted to shallow brackish water. The skeleton of this are found only in 2 localities, the southern Cape province of South Africa and the Erevar formations of the Brazil. The 2 localities presently are 4,800 km apart with an ocean in between them. Now here evidences are found out with the help of the Mesosaurus. You see, Mesosaurus was a dinosaur. It was during the Jurassic period. Mesosaurus was alive during the Jurassic period, and when the skeletons of the Mesosaurus was being found, it has been told that Mesosaurus mostly survived in the brackish water, which means in the salt water they mostly survived. But most of the skeletons were being found in parts of Cape Town. Yes, in southern Cape, which means in Southern America it has been found, and also in parts of Brazil it has been found. Brazil means South America, and here in parts of Africa it has been found, which means South Africa and South America have some connections with the help of the finding of the small reptile The dinosaur. You see, this dinosaur mostly survive in the brackish water, but they have been found in the southern parts of Africa and South America. Also, on the other hand, they have been found in the irregular formations of Brazil, which means in the Brazil parts also it has been found. So the two localities presently are 4,800 kilometers. You see, if I talk about South Africa and South America, they are 4,800 kilometers apart. They are 4,800 kilometers apart, but how the skeletons are being found in different regions? How those skeletons prove the continental drift? Because you see, now some of the skeletons are being found in the irregular formations of Brazil, and some are being found in the southern Cape of South Africa, but both are 4,800 kilometers apart. So in this way also we can find out the continental drift. Now with the help of the continental drift, we can find out the source, that how the continents were being divided, how that landmass which was first being divided into Laurasia and Gondwana land were being divided into different continents. So these are the distribution of fossils. I hope so you have understood. So today we have understood about the continental drift and the evidence of the continental drift. And here, as we came into this page, so our academy is opening new courses for arts and commerce students. And if you want to know any of the information regarding our academy, then you can join the official WhatsApp group. To join the official WhatsApp group, you have to click on the link on the description section. On the description section itself, you will be finding the link and you will be joining the official WhatsApp group. In the official WhatsApp group, you will be finding the daily class updates, important announcements, course details and notifications, exam alerts and study material. And if you want to know more regarding the courses of our academy, then you can contact us in this number 86383 91721. And thank you for watching my video.